Good morning, fellow zombies. Are we alive yet? Are we awake yet? Are we emotionally screwed up and sleep deprived? Or are we sleep screwed up and emotionally deprived? Because I'm still feeling it. For Saturday. Saturday the 9th of November 2024. It is 1:34 in the morning, the West Coast time. You're a zombie out here from Rosamond, California, the Weaver, John C. What's going on, guys? My dog is still fussing with me this morning. I thought she was going to be back to sleep, but she wasn't. Apparently, I woke her up. So she's on my case this morning. There was also another matter, bring up other things, but what's stressing me out right now is there was this old stocking that my family received from an old friend a long time ago from Canada, St. Catharines. And this lovely lady, big sister to me, I think she passed away years ago. Just hadn't heard from anybody about it. Chronic fatigue syndrome took away my best friend. She was. She must be obeyed as awake and up and stressing. Anyway, she used to work for Brock University as a professor over there of English. And she couldn't do it anymore. Syndrome took her out. And it sucked. Made me feel sad about it. I mean, my family tried to reach her, and we couldn't. We didn't hear back from her for a long time. But decades ago, when she went back to Canada, and she was out here for a term under a visa, and she managed to send us a stocking with her name on it. It said Brock University, and it was a Christmas stocking. Hold on, I gotta deal with my dog first. Well, when you're a caregiver and you have your child awoke and wanting things in the middle of the night, well, you just can't keep yelling at them. You gotta concede to their every whim, just so you can get your own stuff going. The stocking I still haven't found yet. It's been driving me crazy. I saw it a few months back, put it somewhere, and I can't even remember where the hell it did, and it's driving me nuts. I mean, this thing is. You think a small apartment can't hide much? It can. It can. But eventually, hopefully, I'll find it before Christmas so I can put it up. So I can put up with the rest of the stockings, despite the fact that I still got the bug war going on. But to me, it's important because it's a friend who sent it over to me, and I hate losing things that actually matter more to me because what they represented a long time ago, and it hurts like hell when I start losing pieces of my past that way. I've done it too many times and so many times in places that I guess I'm mattering more about the physical items these days and also what the representations are than anything else. Case in point, when my brother and I went over to Disneyland several times, I collected pins. Dave knew I was a pin fanatic. And each pin would have a story to tell. And then we got into a financial situation, major one. Getting evicted from one place, you still need to get money for it to keep out the wolves. And I lost it. Lost all those pins. Actually, I sold them off with a pin vest on it. And it hurt like hell to do that, but I had to. I managed to regain a few of them back through sales when I found out that duplicates of those were still out. So I got what I could back. Pieces of history, pieces of something I could hold on to that would tell me things about myself. And it still hurt like hell. I still got the pins. Memories that they represent still there. The representations of them. But for this one special stalking is driving me crazy. I hope to find it before Christmas, and if not, then maybe it's for the best, but I hope not. But I know it's just a physical item, right? It's just a physical item, right? But for me, it means everything to me. And losing that is like losing my big sister. Losing some of the stuff I had of my brothers when I had to give a lot of it away to other places. It was just hard as hell to do that, including some of my mother's stuff as well. Pictures I have of them. I wish I had a picture of my mother's. I got back my big sister's stocking. Small comfort, but still, it was something of home. I'm trying to hold on to the aspects of home, what's familiar. Shout out to a lot of people I know out there, including Artist in Recovery / Daryl P. I hope you're getting a hint, Bill, because we can't go back home. Home is where comfort, safety, and recognition is. Home is where we had support. Home is where everything that we wanted is still there. And the thing is, we can't have it anymore. We have to move on. We have to move on to uncertainty, to uncomfortable, to people's attitudes, and where the winners are whiner babies. I said it, whiner babies. Consider it a bully tactic at this point, and we're seeing it more and more. Apparently, America and its racism is still outgrown itself that we no longer recognize elements of our country as we wanted it. The elements of anger and hatred and vitriol are out there and telling people that it's okay to be a racist out here in the United States of America and show your anger, your vitriol, your prejudice towards people. My calls. You're stressing. You're stressing, baby. You're all right. It's too cold. It's too cold for this. We're both out of our elements. It's easy. Yeah, get easy, baby. You need to go back to bed. You need to go back to bed. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I know. Within an arm's reach, I've got a hoodie I can throw on. It is too damn cold, but I just wanted to get this off my chest. My friend on the East Coast was having issues, and he was seeing that demonstrated, while me on the West Coast had already been seeing these issues for a long while, even before Trump got in office. So yeah, the anger, vitriol, prejudice, racial tensions, yeah, they're there. And I've got an issue with it, and other people apparently have got an issue with it. And online, it's where they become keyboard warriors, bitch and gripe, except in a few places where they actually can congregate and just soak in each other's vehemence. I guess maybe I'm getting more and more sick and tired of hanging around people like that, even online. I'm starting to unfriend and block people on social media, including out here and online, and I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. This is a time when we're supposed to be getting together, according to what the winners said, except they're doing more whining. As expected. As expected. The independents are still doing that, and the corporate media is still doing that. And I've been trying to stay on the local media because they're not trying to do that, but maybe in a few instances, maybe they are. I can't say they are pure and altruistic out here in the LA market or Southern California market, but now I'm trying to keep track of what's happening out here with the tensions happening, and not to mention some of the other physical items that are more of a threat right now as it is. When we had the Santa Ana's kick in, we had fires happening all over the place. Ventura, Santa Barbara, they were going up. I was expecting other places in Southern California. But for the past couple of years, we've been having the fires out in the mountainsides. We had a lot of them out there. It lasted about weeks to months. And the damage is devastating. Put that into a context, guys. Put that into a context. You're spewing up that much anger and vitriol. What do you think is going to happen afterwards? You want people to get to like you and know you and we'll be pals about it after you beat up people left and right, verbally and physically? Doesn't work. Because I don't deal with bullies. I walk away from these kind of guys. They're not no. They got no bearing in my life. But unfortunately, we have to deal with them. Now consider this one. There is a friend of mine also, and there's another one. Out of towner, basically. Out of country. And he's been trying to get trying to let us know um, in the religious viewpoints of yes, it's going to be very uncomfortable getting into this kind of stuff, and it's hard to deal with it. I wanted to remind my friend, and I'm going to be sending a copy of this one over to him, link, that back in the ancient days when we were going, she's up. She must want water or something. Mama, I'm here. Go get some water, baby. Go get some water. Go get some water. Yeah, steady, very unsteady with her legs. And the cold's not exactly helping her much. Oh, she's got to go to the restroom. Thank God for the pads. No, apparently there was a rabbi, a young Jewish rabbi, trying to teach people of God's will and His blessings and His love and lessons to be learned in a land of the bullies, basically a global empire, or of their area seemed to be a global empire. The Mormons were like that. Bait you to submission. You gotta like them. You gotta be befriending them. You gotta follow the rules and regulations. It's like dealing with the Egyptians a long time ago when they were like that. And she's doing it on the carpet. Give me a second, guys. Sorry about that. She got into an area where she wasn't supposed to be, and I had to clean it up. That's what happens when I'm a caregiver. Fortunately, pretty soon I'm going to have this whole floor saturated with pee pads. Things I have to clean up, things I have to take care of as a caregiver because that's my job. And I do the best I can with it. Now, how does a young rabbi back in ancient times deal with the Roman Empire? He notices them. He doesn't engage, according to what the text keep telling us. And he stays away from them to a point until the people are getting convinced that this guy is a rebel rouser and that there's a problem with him. So naturally, they're going to go ape over this guy. Because who the hell he thinks he is? Well, he is a rabbi. And he's a man talking about the wonders of God. Shows a few of them off just to assure them that God is real, their beliefs are substantiated, and trying to convince people that things are going to be okay, except people who keep saying no, they're not, because we don't like it that way. We don't want you to do this. We don't want you to be in any way, shape, or form what you're doing. It's not their way. It's not supposed to be. All this rebel rousing stuff, all this peace, love, and everything else going on. Acceptance, that's not way. We want you to accept the Roman way it is, and the way we've been doing it for a hell of a long while. Can't you get with the program? Don't you hear the people belly aching about you? People who are the rebel rousers, the whiner babies, who want things to status quo. And what we're seeing right now is it is. We had glimpses of what things could be if we could achieve them. We've heard the stories. We've heard um, the arguments during the politics. We weren't looking for utopia. We're just looking to build a country, to build a lifestyle, a mindset of telling people that things are going to be okay. Except they're not okay. Because the wannabes and the whiner babies want you to be friends while you're getting your head thumped in. You're going to accept this. You're going to love us. You're going to be this way because this is how it is. And I'm sorry to say it, but on that one. I say don't be a whiner for myself. Well, you lost. Don't worry about it. We won. We're the winners. We're the winners. And then about 70 plus countries called Trump within this past week to congratulate him. They're afraid of the bastard. That's the problem. And the mindset that the country has already turned. We thought we were going to be having, support other countries who are trying to fight for freedom one way or another. But apparently, the majority ruled. Despite what the polls have said, we got a country of racists. We've got the right wingers belly aching at us because we had belly ached about them. Wanted to change things back to the 40s and 50s, and maybe earlier than that, maybe back to the 1860s, to where certain people, certain classes, races, types, doesn't matter. It's only one race matters more. And the mindset of it. So it doesn't matter if you're open-minded. It's supposed to be closed-minded. And by the way, history isn't relevant anymore. So this is like a warning to all the history buffs out there. This is a warning to all the professors out there. Anybody who's educated, I'm sorry, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to be educated this way. You have to be educated the other way. Because it is. Deal with it. This is the Roman Empire. This is the mentality. This is the bully pit. And you can't say anything about it. You can't say anything against this. We won. You lost. Deal with it. Yeah, well, I can extend any kind of digits I can and say the things necessary to tell people off on this one. But it's not going to change for 4 years, or it may get worsened. I don't know. Because if there is talk, and if it does get to be substantiated, say goodbye to the United States Constitution and anything else that we held dear for 248 years and some odd months and days at this point, because we just lost it due to being bully boys. Welcome to the Empire of America.